I'm going to do a tutorial on how to play, excuse me, how to play 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins on guitar. So, for the intro, it's going to be just in clean tone. You could use a chorus pedal. I'm just using straight clean through the amp, through my middle pickup. So not my humbucker, not the bridge pickup, but not the neck, but middle pickup. And tone knob set all the way to highest. So the beginning, the songs, well, for the actual song, you need to tune every string down a half step. So it would be E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat instead of E, A, D, G, B, E. But I'm just to save time, I'm just gonna show you how to do it in standard tuning. So to start off the song, you want to put your pointer finger on the 7th fret A string, right there, and then you're gonna go an octave up. So you're gonna go 8th fret G string. So you have that double octave of the D note. So you have A string and G string on 6 and 8, making that octave. And then you want to mute the high E, the B, and the D string with your pointer finger right here, just by resting it on top. And when you play, you want to play the low E string and the A and G. You just want these three to ring out like that. So you just go and start strumming. I like to do all downstrokes, but you just strum like this while keeping the other strings muted. You don't want to hear these ones. Just those three. And then you're going to take this exact same shape and you're going to slide it up to the 8th fret, which is the octave. So like that. So you're going to go and slide it up. Don't let go and then put it down, because you want to have that slide effect when you go like. And then once you make it up to 8, play that for one measure. One beat, and then you slide it down to the 2nd fret. So this exact same shape, you're just sliding it from 7 up to 8 and then down to 2, while keeping the same octave shape with the. So, and all while you're doing that, you have to make sure you're plucking the low E string and having that ring out. So it's just like this. So just again, one more time, nice and slow. And then next, we're going to mute the low E string with our thumb, and then mute the rest of the strings, the G, B, and E, with our pointer finger, just by resting it on top. So just thumb to mute the top one, and then those ones to mute that. And we're going to play the A string and D string. So we're going to let the open A ring out, and we're going to do a bend on the 6th fret D string. So it's going to be like this. So you're going to bend it. So you're going to go like, you're going to bend and then add vibrato, and then slide down to fret 4 and 2 and 4, 6, 9, while having the A string ring out. So nice and slow, it's going to sound like this, while muting the other ones. A bit more faster, it's going to go bend. And then you're going to end off on the 9th fret D with open A. And then you go right back to the old octave shape on the 7th fret that I showed you before. And then coming up to the the little bridge leading into the chorus. We're going to be playing, you're going to put your ring finger on 9th fret G string, pointer finger on 7th fret D string, and middle finger on 9th fret A string. So you're going to have like this 7th shape. So you're going to play those three ringing out while keeping the low E string and B and high E all muted. So you're just wanting to hear just these three. You're going to play that like, and then we're going to switch to a B power chord, which is just 7 on low E, and then A and D string both 9, and mute the other ones. So we're going from this, and then we're going to move this same power chord shape up to the A string. So we're going to play A on 7, and then D and G on 9, and we're going to let all the strings, let them all play. So we're going to, even the B and high E, we're just going to, and then we're going to move we're going to take off our pinky finger, and we're going to put our middle finger down 1 fret on the G string. So we're going from 9 on the G string to 8 while keeping the same power chord shape. So it's going to be like this. So you can have that little. And then we're going to take that same octave shape from before and slide it down to 2nd fret. And then do the same little bend on the D string that we did earlier. Then back up to the octave shape. Then we go back to the bridge chords. And then for the, I don't know what part it's called, but during the middle of the song, instead of switching back to this, we're just going to play a B power chord. Then slide it up 2 frets. And slide that down. So we're playing B power chord on the 7th fret, and then we're sliding it up to the 9th fret, same shape, and then we're sliding that power chord down to the 5th fret. So we're playing it like this. Then you repeat that about over like two more measures, and then when we're back here, instead of going back to the B, we're going to go back to the same 7 shape from before, and then back to the B, and then back to the octave shape again. Then to end off the song, we're just going to play a E major chord. You could play an E power chord, which is just 2nd fret on A and D, and mute the other ones while letting the E string ring out. But the actual song, they play just an E major chord to finish off the song. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.